Hello guys, Nick Folky, and today I'm going to be showing you how to clean your computer. What you're going to need is screwdriver, can of compressed air, screen cleaner, and a lint-free cloth. And then optional is a dishcloth and a duster. Let's get to it. Okay, alright, I've purposely left all this dusty, grimy and horrible. As you can see, smudge marks on the screen, dusty speakers, dusty grimy keyboard, and the infamous mouse grime you get. I'm going to be showing you how to get rid of all this. It's been very hard not to clean this. Trust me. So down here, I've got the computer. As you can see, dusty. Oh, makes me cringe. And then the front plate. So, as I did before, let's get to the cleaning. Okay, first you need to start off by disconnecting everything, obviously. So now we have it all disconnected, it's time to undo it. So what you're going to need to do is to take the side casing off. You're going to need to undo the screws at the back here with the thumb screws. And 9 times out of 10, if your technician has done it right, they shouldn't be too tight. But if they are, just grab your screwdriver, just undo them. Okay. Considering I built this, the screw should be fairly loose. What you're going to do is you're going to want to undo both sides of the case. So you want to do this side and you want to do this side as well. You just take both sides off. You should just slide like that and then pop out. Sometimes you may have a fan on the sides. If you do, just gently pull the casing off and then disconnect your fans or fan. In this case I don't have anything. That to the side. Turn it around. Do exactly the same this one, just pull it slightly that way, keeping it flush, and then just drop off. Now the reason why I'm opening up both sides is because when we spray from one side, the dust can go out the other side. There's no point of doing a dust and it just go, it'll just stay in there. Okay, now my case has this little cover in here. So it just requires you to just pop it out like that. Now whatever you do, before you start putting your hand in there, make sure you touch a unpainted surface. This will discharge any static electricity you've got, build it up, and it'll stop you from zapping stuff and damaging your computer. Or you could get a wrist strap that will ground you to the case and you clip it to an unpainted case. If you want to learn more about ASD, then check out my site. I've explained everything in there in detail. Right, now some cases will have a top cover like this. You just pop out from the back normally. This is where my top fans are located. Like that. Yeah, this one's quite dusty. Just a little bit. Okay, this is where this is one power button and my USBs are. Okay, now before we dust it out, it might be wise to take it outside because it will get really dusty. Unless you don't want a dusty home, of course, but the fire's job doesn't it, of cleaning this. Okay, let's get outside then. Now as you can see, the vents at the back are fairly dusty. This is the top up close. And this is the inside of my case. It's not that dusty. It's the way I got the airflow set up. I'll explain more in another video about it. Okay, this is the front when I managed to get it off. I was going to first off start by taking apart and taking off these filters from the front, normally mounted by 4 screws, 1 in each corner. Let's fast forward a little bit. 1, and this is 2. And when you come to spraying the compressed air inside the case, you want to do it in those directions I'm pointing. As you can see, I'm pointing the compressed air outwards. It shoots any dust out, prevents any dust from staying inside and getting clogged. Do the fan, the exhaust fan, do CPU. You want to make sure you try and do the CPU, fan and the heatsink well and good. That's where the most of the heat will be coming from, will be your graphics card and your CPU. Making sure I get any last bits of debris out. Now I'm starting on the front fans. Remember pointing the dust outwards. When I'm spraying the compressed air, I'm doing it in short bursts so the can don't get too cold. As you can see, the end of the nozzle is getting really cold and it's starting to frost up a little bit. Yeah, I'm just shooting dust outwards, getting rid of the top fans. Now I'm using duster to brush the outside of the case and the outside of the fans. If you can, if you're using duster to dust the outside, make sure you don't brush any electronic components inside, because dusters can generate quite a lot of static electricity. I'm just doing the top vents on the top cover. As you can see, much better than it was. A lot less dust than it was. Depending on how clogged your computer case is, it will take you a bit longer than normal. Yeah, it's just the front, just dusting it down. Don't try to get rid of every last bit speck of dust, because you'll be there forever and it'll drive you insane. Now I'm just doing the filters. If you've got a brush, you can do this. I'm just using a compressed air to get rid of any last bits. A lot better. And now it's time for the keyboard, mouse and the computer screen. So you just spray a bit of keyboard cleaner or window screen cleaner onto your lint-free cloth, and then just gently but not too hard, just wipe your screen and you'll get it nice and spick and span like you can see here. Next is for your keyboard. You just spray the compressed air inside the keys. Remember, do it in short bursts. Yeah. Now you've got a damp cloth. I'm just wiping it over, getting rid of any grime. Remember, if you do this, make sure it's unplugged and leave it a while afterwards before you plug it back in. Keyboards and mouse are very durable in this kind of respect. You can spill Sprite, Coke, anything on them, and they'll persevere. Get inside the crevices. Then once you're done, what I do is I use a tea towel just to get rid of any moisture and so it doesn't leave any streak marks. Just go over the keys, the outside of the edges and everything. There you go. Nice and shiny like brand new. Time for the mouse. You do exactly the same thing. Just use a warm damp cloth. Make sure you wring it out as well. That's what I forgot to mention. Wring it out so it's not soaking wet, it's just damp. You do all the little grooves on the mouse wheel. The sides, get rid of that nice grime. Do underneath the little mounts. Don't get too much underneath normally. It's normally the sides and top you get it. And again, doing the other side. Just making sure you use enough pressure to get rid of anything. And same with the keyboard, you dry it off. Now here I'm just using the last bit of compressed air just to get any dust or debris out of these sides. And now I'm using my pocket knife. You can use a toothpick or anything else with similar point just to get rid of the
the grime we couldn't get rid of from the cloth and the compressed air. Remember, don't dig too deep, you could damage your mouse.
This is a good time to also mention that because I clean my computer out, I don't know if you noticed before, but this fan here was very clean, hardly any dust. This one was quite clogged. Well, I've done a little bit of testing and that don't actually work. So I've been going like months on end without even knowing I've got a faulty fan. So what I've done is I've switched the fan to there. I've turned it around, so now I've got a different type of airflow. I'll go more about positive and negative airflows and neutral airflows soon in another video, but yeah, bummer. So now I've got 2 intake fans there. Obviously the CPU fan. And now I've got 2 exhaust fans. Oh well.
Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and learnt something from it. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. Make sure to subscribe for more videos down the line and give it a thumbs up for me, so it helped me out quite a lot. Till next time guys, take care.